Hey everybody, Hector with Thermal Dog Outfitters. Welcome to the channel. If you're coming back again, I appreciate you. If you're brand new, thank you for stopping by. This is a channel where we talk about just about everything having to do with the outdoors, and so especially when it comes to hunting and equipment and tools and things that you're going to use for them. One of those tools, and I told you I was going to do a series on radios, because when you're on the properties and you're far away from each other, you want to be able to communicate, but it's sometimes you can't do it with the phone. So in prepping for the series, I don't know how many videos I'm going to do on this. I figured maybe about 3 or 4, roughly 5 maybe, depending. We're going to talk about FRS radios in one, we're going to talk about GMRS radios in another, we're going to talk about ham. But in prepping for all this, I realized that, I don't know everything about ham. And so I started doing a lot of studying to make sure I understand. Then all of a sudden, I'm like, realized, I just need to take the test, because I really need to be able to communicate on these things to be able to know what the heck I'm talking about. And I owe that to you guys to make sure I know what the heck I'm talking about. I know some of you guys will tell me, hey, you're not even licensed. Well, I'm happy to say that preparation for all this, I got my ham radio license. I prepared, I took the test, got it. It's a miracle. I don't know how I did it, but actually I do. And that's the purpose of this video. I'm glad you came back. The purpose of this video is there's so many people that think they can't get their ham radio license. I'm telling you, you can. And it was a lot easier than I expected it to be, and that's what I wanted to share with you. This video is about how I got my license and how you can get your license, and it's not as difficult as you think it is. So come along with me. I'm going to show you. I'm going to stop right here, but you're going to find out I did a combination of several things. Not only did I study exams, I also listened mostly to some videos. I'm going to talk about Ham Radio 2.0. You can find them on the by the way, on YouTube. Jason and Frank did a video series about 6 or 7 months ago, I'm not sure, on how to study for your technician, or just to teach you your technician's license, the basic one first. So as I drove back and forth to work, I plugged that in and I turned it on, listened to it on the way back and forth, and I studied the test. And oh, by the way, I studied less than a week, and I took the test, and I passed it. So hang out. I'm going to show you the app real quick that I used as well, and show you, hey, it's as simple as just hitting it, study it, boom, 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 boom. You'll see what I did. Do the same exact thing, and you'll get your license. And it won't take you as long, and it won't be as scary as you think it is, or at least as much as I did. And also, I wanted to mention Mr. William Lizotte. I hope I said that right, William. He made some comments on my last video that it was the first time I did a video with me and Cody at a Zoom type conference to be able to have both of us in the video, for him at his place and him at mine. And it was just a bad connection, and we were speaking over each other. It was but I wanted to get that video series finished, closed out for the ATN scope, and give that review. So I still left it up because the review still counts, but he gave some good input, and I appreciate it. And you know what? And hopefully, we'll take some of those things and improve. That's what we're here about, and I appreciate your feedback. So, William, thank you again, and we'll take that to heart. And keep coming back, my friend. Keep coming back. So here we go. Let's go check out that app that you can prepare and study for. All right, everybody. I wanted to show you this app really fast before I show you so you can understand the chart that I'm going to show you. So real quick. So this is the Ham Radio Exam Tech. You can download it on your Play Store. This is an Android phone, but should be able to get it at the other ones as well. So what you're looking for this is the front page of it. When you go to the app, you can go in there and study the correct answers, right? There's 35 sections, but they make it pretty simple for you. They cut it down to 11, 13 questions, 14, 13 questions. Very bite-sized stuff you can study in the different areas, okay? 35 sections here that's broken down into. Let's go into the first one, and basically it's going to show you the question and then the highlighted answer. As far as I'm concerned, what I did, I read the question and the highlighted answer. That's it. Then you click it, and then you go to the next one, and then you can look at it, you do the same thing, read the question, look at the answer, read the question, look at the answer. I'm just showing you how I did it, right? So read the question, go to the answer, right? Once you're done with that and you've gone all the way through it, you can go back here and go into take a quiz, a section quiz. Would you like to choose a previously unfinished one? No, I want to take this one. That one right there. So now the one you just studied is on here, and basically you're just going to go in there, and we're going to do this real quickly so you get an idea what it looks like. I'm not sure if I'm getting them right. I'm just clicking on them so you can see. And the cool thing about this program, so there's only 11. We're on number 6. Here, I'll show you here real quick. Again, this is really kind of a memory thing that you're actually doing. This is what I did. And then here, I'm done. I don't want to review because review would go back and look at the whole thing. I want to close. I want to see how I did. And it's letting me know, hey, I got a 36% by answering 4 out of 11. So obviously I did pretty bad. But you can go in here and the ones you missed will be shown here. And you can go in there and look at it and say, oh, okay, roger that. It's that one. And you can go back to that one, to the next one. Say, oh, okay, it's that one. So, and then once you've felt comfortable with them, you go back and you can retake that section quiz. And I recommend you get at least about an 80% or something or better. But once you've done the section quiz, you've done several, whatever you feel comfortable. What I did, I took every single section quiz for every single one of these. That's what I did first, okay? Once I completed that, I went and did a sample test. Sample test is 35 questions. I'm not going to go through all of these, but the cool thing about the sample test is it does the same thing. You hit the test, and at the end, it'll tell you which ones you missed and which you can, and so you can review them. And then you could look at your past results. So review of my sample test. So that's what I was back in December 11, December 13th, all this. This is how my sample test went. 88.5, 94, 80. I wasn't perfect. 88.24, 97, 14, 88.5. Those were my sample tests, and my results of the group reviews, the individual ones. Got a 92 there. Hey, I did this a couple times. It was pretty bad, then did pretty good. 100 there. So it's a real simple little system. So you can do the individual test, then do a sample test. Okay. I wanted to show you this because now we're going to go into how I went and studied, what tests I studied, when I studied them, and how quickly, so I can prepare for the exam. Okay. So you've seen the app. Now let's go and break it down how I studied. I told you in about less than 10 days. What if I told you I only studied for, I think it was 4 days. I'm going to show you. So here, and just to synchronize it, 1, 2, 3. Okay, here we go. So, sorry, I'm recording the screen at the same time. So just kind of follow with me. So here's the deal. So if you notice right here, T1A, T1B, T1C, T1, all these are those different tests that I showed you in the app, all the way down to TOC, which is 35 tests basically. So here's what I did. I started on, this is the schedule I gave myself. Hey, on these days, on 8 December, I'm going to study this test. That's all I got time for. 9 December, I'll do this many. 10 December, I'll do this many. The 11th of December, I'll do this many. And so on. 12th of December, 13th of December. And then I was going to start studying some random tests, and then plan on taking the exam on like the 19th. I was able to get an exam on the 15th? It was the 15th. It was a Tuesday. So basically, my plan was to stay from Monday all the way into the weekend. I was going to Monday through Friday, and then do a bunch of random tests all through the weekend, which is going to be Saturday and Sunday, and then some on Monday, and then take the test on Tuesday at 7 o'clock, which was all online through Zoom. It was pretty cool. However, let me tell you what I did exactly. So I planned to study the 8th of December. I studied on the 8th of December 2 exams, not a whole lot. On 9th of December, I got a little, you know what? I started a little focus. I was like, I'm not sure if something's going to stop me. Work's been really busy, so I'm like, I may stop. Maybe I better get in as many as I could. So as soon as I got off work, I hit the exams. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I did 9 exams that day. And then I was wanting to make sure that I passed at a certain percentage, right? And as long as it was above 80%, I was just going to keep on moving. Then I assume I'll just come back and do it again. Okay, so then, excuse me, on the 10th, I got real, I don't know what you want to call it, but on the 10th, I was only supposed to do a few because I noticed on the 9th I did some of the 10th. But on the 10th I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, about 18 tests in one day. Mind you, it was only taking me about 7-8 minutes a test. It wasn't taking me that long to do these tests. But I just decided I'm going to go one test after the other, eat dinner, go right through the test, and then just go to bed later. And I did that. And then the 11th of December, I knocked out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, got the rest of them all done on the 11th of December. So I went through all of them, and I did that in the 8th, the 9th, the 10th, and the 11th. 4 days, okay? I crammed for 4 days. So that was the 11th. What is the 11th? 11th was the Friday, so that was a lot of tests there. But I figured, hey, I still had time, and you notice I went into this next column here is basically the random test, the 35 question test, and I kind of was timing myself, to be honest with you. If you notice, the first random test I did it. I was going to do it 12th December, but I ended up on Saturday. I ended up doing Friday, the 11th of December. It took me 9 minutes, and I got an 88.57. That was above 80, what I was hoping for. And then I said, you know what? I'm just going to keep going. Next test took me 9 minutes and 24 seconds. I got a 94. Next test, I did another random. It took me 8 minutes. I got an 80. Okay, just barely making it. I did another random, 11:56. And 11 took me 11:56, and it was 88.57. Mind you, you have to pass with a 76. 35 question test. I think you have to pass 27 questions correctly. So and if you notice, I just kept on going down on the 11th, and I just was really. Now you notice on the yellow, all that means I tried a different app. It was a home study course, a ham study. I forgot what it is. And it was okay. It was all right. I'm not, but I got comfortable with this app that I showed you. But if you notice, I just kept on going down, and then finally, so if you notice, that's 11th of December, Friday, and then Saturday the 12th, I had to work, so I couldn't study, and then the 13th I had to work, so I could barely study. I don't know what this 11th December one down here. I think that's actually the Monday. I think that was actually supposed to be 14. So I've got on Sunday I was able to do two random tests, and then one I think on that Monday. But if you notice, they were all above 80%, and I had already scheduled the exam for that following Tuesday. So I didn't get a whole lot studying on the weekend. So I really account for 4 days of hardcore studying. And so with that being said, I took the test. I scheduled it. I will try to, in the links below, I'll try to put where I went to schedule it. I did it online. So if you can't get a class, don't procrastinate. I did it online. I just forced myself. It was $15 for the test. So I failed it. If I failed it, I could just do it again for $15. But I said, I'm going to do it. I took the exam, and I don't remember. I think it was a 32 out of 35. I think is what my test score was, which was doing pretty darn good based on the little bit that I studied. 4 days. 4 days. Well, that's how many fingers? 4 days. 4 days of hardcore studying. So if this old guy can sit there and focus and sit there and do it, anybody can do it. Anybody could do it. So you just got to come up with that plan on what you want to do and stick to it. Force yourself. And if you need to get away from the family to do it, go to your garage or whatever the case may be, then do it. I closed the door to my room. I went to my shop and I studied in the shop on some of the evenings. 4 days of hardcore studying after work. And after years of being scared of it, I got it. It cost me $15 to take the test. I now have a license for 10 years. And oh, by the way, like I said earlier, tonight I actually got on the radio. I was awesome. It was ecstatic. Check it out. Check out I kind of recorded of some of the calls. People were just so awesome on there, and they were there. That was, just so you know, I live here in Waxahachie, Texas. I was reaching all the way to Mesquite. I had people in Ennis and Italy and Midlothian. It was really cool, and they were just coming on to the radio and just saying hello, real friendly, and just proves that there's some really cool people in a ham radio. I'm excited, I'm ecstatic, and I also, oh, by the way, which is cool. Hold on. Not only did I get my cool ham radio, I didn't. You'll see it in the video when I'm talking, but I also picked up, because ham has morphed so much into digitals, and you can reach around the world even with a handheld unit, with using routers and repeaters and computers all over the world. I'm excited. I'm looking forward to learning that aspect. Yeah, I was wanting to do it for around the ranch. It's morphing into more. So that's how I did the test. Again, I'm going to be going into the different radios in this series. But for this part 2 of this series, it's about how I got my ham radio license, and you could do it too if you want to do it. Oh, by the way, my call sign. What is my call sign? KI5MOA, and and I know you're gonna want to shoot me when I say this, but the reason I can remember it so easily is because I could say I killed 5 individuals with my MOA, and those that do weapons know what MOA is. So anyway, that's wrong. I'm sorry, forgive me. But anyway, thank you for watching. I appreciate you. Hopefully this helps you. Hopefully this motivates you to show you how easy it is, what my plan was, and what I used, and hopefully it'll help you. Thanks for hanging out and watching. See you later. All right, guys, we're going to go for first contact. First contact. I had a little bit of a contact in Dallas yesterday, but that was doing a quick radio check, and the guy just came back and said, hey, I checked good, and then he went away. I never heard nothing. So I'm not considering that. I hadn't actually really talked to anybody. So let's see if I get somebody out here. It's a local repeater in Waxahachie here where I live. Let's see if we get it. KI5MOA monitoring. Anybody out there for a quick radio check?
KI5EGA. WD5DDH. Repeater.
Yes, sir. I missed the call sign out there. This is KI5MOA, name sector. Just testing the radio for the first time out here. Just want to see how it sounds.
Kilo India 5 Echo Golf Alpha. It's Joe out in Mesquite. Going down the road here on actually Sunnyvale, off of Beltline Road.
Did you say out in Mesquite? I'm down here in Waxahachie, just south of the lake.
Yeah, I'm right here at Beltline and County East in Sunnyvale, actually. Right here on the border of Mesquite, heading south into Mesquite.
Well, that's good to hear. I'm getting a little bit of a distance on this. This is actually my first call. I just got my license about 2 weeks ago. I just got the Alinco 735T just set up here and tried it out. And you're the first one I'm talking to.
Wow, congratulations. That is awesome. I got my license a couple years ago, I guess, a year and a half ago.